Good evening, everyone. This is John with another Smoking Tires Amateur Racing Series broadcast. This is our, I believe, 5th recruiting race for our upcoming season. This week we are at Legacy, Michigan, not the normal Michigan that many know and love. They decided to mix it up a little bit on the schedule for the all-season NASCAR, so we're going and visiting some tracks you may not normally visit on iRacing, AFIX series at least. I believe this is our first broadcast here in a few weeks. Obviously, we had New Year's in the U.S. And obviously Christmas Day as well. New Year's Day, we did do an open practice. It was a Daytona 24-hour practice, so we didn't do anything there. I believe the week before Christmas, we ran at Kentucky, but I actually participated in that race, so there was no broadcast there either. If I recall, our third recruiting race was at Atlanta, which would have been beginning of December. So good to be back here. This is probably going to be our last recruiting race before we kick up our season here in a few weeks. There may be one other one, but that's kind of up in the air, and then it'll be up in the air if I broadcast it or not, because sometimes I want to race. A lot of times I want to race, actually. I'm not going to be broadcasting every race during our season. I will probably pick some select ones and do my best to broadcast those. Anyways, after this week, next week we won't be doing any sort of broadcast or anything. We're going to have really what's going to be a mock. It's going to end up being a 90-minute race. It's going to be a race to really help prepare a lot of our drivers that are going to be participating in the Daytona 24 hours. So we're going to do a race for that next week just to kind of give everybody some race experience with it. And then the week after that, Saturday and Sunday, will be the iRacing Daytona 24 hours. We're on the fence if we're going to do a recruiting race that Sunday night, because a lot of people are probably going to be tired and not really want to do it. But if we do, I think AFIX is at Darlington that week. So that's what you would have to look forward to if we do race there. And then the plan is we kind of get... the schedule is kind of interesting this time of year because you have a lot of real-life events that will impact what would be a Sunday night league. But our plan is on January 29th, obviously on a Sunday. We're going to kick off our first season. It's going to be a fun race. We're going to be using the Legends cars, and we're going to do it at the LA Coliseum. We're going to do the Legend cars just because we don't... I know NASCAR and Next Gen runs at the LA Coliseum, but I think for overall fun for our guys to kind of kick the season off with a non-points event, we're going to do the Legend cars. That should be a lot of fun. May or may not be broadcasting that race. And then the week after that, February 5th, is when the true season is going to kick off with us at Daytona. And then we're off for 2 weeks because the week after that you have the Super Bowl, and then the week after that's the real-life Daytona 500, which are events most people don't want to miss. Obviously, the Daytona 500, you can never anticipate when it's going to end because of weather or Montoya running into the jet trucks or the racetrack coming up, any number of things. There's a lot of things that have happened through the years, or the whole thing with Ryan Newman a few years ago that kind of really delayed it. So once we get past the real-life Daytona 500, the end of February on the 26th, we're going to be going to Fontana, and then rapid fire with no breaks. We're going to be Las Vegas, Phoenix, Atlanta, Texas Motor Speedway, and Richmond, before we hit what would be our Easter break on April 9th. So, looks like our practice session here is wrapping up. You can see that ticker in the top left. So all of our drivers are going to go into qualifying now to set the grid for this race. It's going to be a 100-lap race. I'm going to go ahead and pull up some stuff so we can kind of, while these guys are qualifying, see what we're kind of working with. So weather-wise, track temps 98 degrees. I believe this is set afternoon, if I'm not mistaken. So track temp is pretty warm. In that practice session, I saw some people definitely getting loose on corner exit. I actually ran an A-fix, and I was actually able to win an A-fixed race from the pole earlier in the week. And that's the only one I ran because I didn't want to mess with my success. What I found was probably 10 laps into a run, it's possible to burn up your right front. And then those people that do that just have a hard time keeping up and staying in the draft. It's obviously a very draft-heavy class, or a draft-heavy track, I should say. So you're going to have a lot of the main line down the straights is obviously going to be up against the wall. But it's really going to be follow the leader. You're going to probably see a bit of snaking and whatnot all over the track. Just kind of everybody trying to stay in the draft. You'll see multiple seams on the track. It's a pretty old surface, but really that first seam that's in the track is treated as the bottom groove. Anything below that, the car gets really, really loose, and it's just hard to keep your momentum up and keep everything pinned down and whatnot without giving up a ton of momentum. You can get to the inside of somebody, but completing that pass is actually very difficult, and then more than likely there's going to be a train of draft up above you, and you're going to lose a couple positions, if not more, if you're not able to complete that pass. Here on the screen, you're probably going to see in the top right a bunch of best laps and whatnot, and that's gonna pop up every time somebody sets a new best lap in the session. Looks like so far from what I see, Sam Maxwell, which is somebody not in our league, is sitting on the pole. That's exciting to see. We just had this open as a hosted session, so there's actually a lot of people in here that are not in our league that we're looking to recruit them. So hopefully they enjoy their time and we have some good racing. Looks like we got about 2 minutes of qualifying left. So 15 people have put up laps so far. Let's go through a couple other things. As I mentioned, this is John. I am one of the members of Smoking Tires Amateur Racing Series. I will be racing the majority of the races. This league is a combination of STRS, Smoking Tires Racing Series, and SCARS, Stock Car Amateur Racing Series. We combined the two leagues. Creatively, we named it STARS. And we had two similar sized leagues, probably 15 to 20 members at most for both leagues, and we're just kind of expanding that into one larger league. So definitely excited for it. We're going to be splitting 2023 into two 15-race seasons. I'm drawing a blank off the top of my head. I want to say that there are 3 or 4 playoff races per season. I should probably know that off the top of my head. Let's see what I can figure out. Yeah, I don't have it pulled up on my phone, so I'm not going to be able to. Yeah, that's going to be a scrap. I believe that's what it is. About 30 seconds here. Looks like Sam is going to be on the pole. 19 drivers have put in laps. It looks like it's a full field. You can have as many as 43 people in this race. I will be the 43rd person, so call it 42 people. We're going to see how many take the green flag. Usually with these, some people jump in and out, don't actually run the race, or people will fall out throughout the race. These guys are given a couple fast repairs just for these races. Just the recruiting races are actual league races we wouldn't do, but recruiting races, we definitely have them. All right, let's go ahead and pull up our starting grid. Hopefully it's not bugged out or anything and it's working. Starting on a pole, we got Sam Maxwell, ran a 39.816. Starting outside pole, we got Steve McDonald. Second row, we got Mac Cook and Max McCarty. Third row, I'm going to go with Daniel Viglon. Sorry, I had to really process that name before I tried to pronounce it. And outside third row, we got Justin Diaz at a 39.891. Fourth row, we got Adam Ball and Travis Lapanis. Starting on our fifth row, we got Rob Cunningham, Nathan Brzezowski. We got Brennan Gregg, Stephen Tuck, Mike Kirk, Justin Bissonette, Luke Brown, Frank Lebonak, Sean Pauley making an appearance, Robert Lewin. I think that's what I came to a conclusion how to pronounce that. I screw it up every week. I can't do the French pronunciation, so you just got to deal with it. And then we got Jason Raychok, Robert Merlino, Ben Kilcrease, taking a provisional, Ryan Patty making an appearance. 23rd is not going to be me. 24th, Scott Tompkins. It's a lot of people. Got Charles Gettings making an appearance. He joined to run Daytona 24-hour with a bunch of our guys, but looks like he's going to run some oval with us too. Got James Danforth, Bill Hayes, Todd Cousins, Kevin Gunther, Thomas Ridgway, Michael Pratt, Michael Martin, Austin Johnson, Brock Hersey, Ron Walters, John Helms, Chris Zofeld, Dustin Gray, Leonardo Elijah, Nate Carter, Shane Loveridge, William Fugat, and John Gallagher. That is a full field. I don't know if they're all taking the green flag, but man, I'm going to have my work cut out for me trying to cover this whole thing. Again, it's just me. I'm very amateur at doing this. I definitely do what I can. If you are watching it and you have any feedback for me, definitely share it with me. I do have the chat feed up. If there's certain things you can't hear or something weird happening, or if I forget to put tickers up, I know I don't have them up right now. I generally am going to put them up after the first lap, but sometimes I forget to put it back up. So yell at me. I'll get it up there for you. On occasion, this software will bug out on me and I gotta restart it or something like that, and you may lose some stuff for a brief moment of time. Don't worry about it. I'll get it all back up and running, and hopefully we have a good race. We do have a stage break at the completion of lap 30. And they have 3 additional sets of tires. So generally you're going to take a set at the stage break, and then you're going to save 2 sets for that final stage and kind of take them whenever. And we are about to take the green flag here. Sam's going to lead them down. Looks like we are green. That is a full field. We're going to see a bunch of like classic IROC looking schemes. Maybe, yeah, there you go. You see Justin Diaz in the outside line there in that black and yellow car. Those are just a bunch of schemes that we did for these recruiting races. So you'll see a bunch of those throughout the field. And Travis there in the black and green one as well, and like 8th and 9th. Anyways, looks like Steve McDonald's out to the early lead here. Hopefully you get some good long green flag runs here. It's going to be a fight here early. You usually have some good side-by-side, and then it's going to turn into a bit of a draft train along the high line. I'm going to try out some different camera angles here, see if there's some that I like more than others. There are not. I think I like TV1 the most. Lets me see the majority of the field here. Looks like Adam Ball completing the pass on Steve there. Right now all these drivers are just kind of feeling each other out, trying to decide if they want to be movers, if they just want to settle into the run. Because you can make up positions here early, but you definitely don't want to use up the right front and then just start pushing on corner exit really bad. That will cause you to lose a ton of positions here in the long run. I don't know who's in the Dale Sr. car, but he's making a move to the inside. It might be Matt Cook. That is Matt Cook, everybody. Doing the Intimidator proud. And I'm not familiar with a bunch of cars in this field. I see Justin Diaz is moving low here. Probably going to try and get inside Justin Bissonette. Like I said, it's going to be hard to complete this pass. He's going to just settle in behind him here, I think. I think somebody may have tagged the wall a little bit there on corner exit. This is, like I said, I forgot. I told you I was going to forget. I forgot to put the ticker up for you guys. I got it now. Alright, if you're looking over on the left side, you'll see one person on the left side is going to have a light gray box around it. In this case, it's Justin Diaz. That's just showing that that's the person that I currently am focused on. Adam Ball is just out front, pulling away, putting up some flyers. You keep seeing his name pop up on the top right of best laps. Some really good racing throughout the field. I'm just one man. I can't cover it all. Go ahead and pull up some compare here. Looks like Adams pulled out to about 7/10 on Steve here. Ran a 298 that lap to Steve's 351. The lap before that, I think it was a couple tenths. So a little bit he's closed in there. And I would expect, I mean, I don't know this for sure, but I would anticipate that Steve's going to start closing down a little bit. I would go out on a limb and say that Adam was maybe using it up a little bit more than Steve was. So Adam's right front's probably going to get some heat in it here, and there's the inevitable draft that's going to come with this. You'll really start feeling it probably about 6 or 7/10 back. So Steve probably is getting a hint of draft right now. It's probably going to allow him to just close on up. Let's go ahead and go through the field. See what we got going on. I'm just going to click through every driver here. Got Justin, other Justin, Travis running in 5th. Got Max here in 6th, and a little bit of a gap back to Matt Cook here in the Intimidator car. Sam Maxwell, another non-regular to the league. It's good to see a lot of these guys entered into this race. A bunch of times people don't stick around; they just run some practice. They're not looking to do a full 100-lap race. Hopefully, a lot of these guys are genuinely looking for a league to run on Sunday night. So. Ryan Patty running back here by himself. Well, by himself. He's got multiple car lengths in the front and behind him. Ethan Brzezowski. He's getting passed here by Brennan Gregg. Brennan in the 98 car moving up to the 11th position, I believe it is. I believe there was some sort of an incident. Let me go back and see if I can figure out what it was for. There's definitely a group of guys that are a little bit off the pace here. 3 wide back here towards the back of the pack. Yellow flag is out. Some close 3 wide racing. Yeah, just a few guys got together and just collects a few. Oh, oof. Robert, it took a massive hit there. Right into the pit, or the opening in the wall there. Now this is it's an interesting point in the race. They're probably waiting on the pace car to come by here. It's an interesting point in the race just because we're 10 laps in, and you could have somebody come and take tires here. If there are, it's probably not going to be many. But I would anticipate maybe seeing a few people here. Because hypothetically, you get another set there at stage break. Looks like Nate Brzezowski is going to be the first one down pit road. And then probably your people here at the back of the field. That are going to need to repair some damage, either take some fast repairs or what have you. So we got Nathan Brzezowski, Robert Lewin, Kevin Gunther, and John Gallagher all down pit road. Looks like Bill Hayes might have disconnected. Not 100% sure on that. So as anticipated, a handful of people coming down pit road. A lot of that might just be fixing damage. You may not have anybody taking tires. But it's definitely a gamble that people could take. Just a reminder, we do have stage break coming here at the end of lap 30. So about 20 laps away. It'll probably be 18 or 19 after we get back green flag race, and hopefully we're able to just get everybody there safely and able to have some clean racing, and we get there under green flag. That was a very pleasant opening run. Obviously, that incident was just mainly just being 3 wide, and a couple cars got together and then just unfortunately collected some people. That is 1 to go to green, so we're going to be taking green flag, I believe, with 18 laps to go is what it looks like. Looks like everybody is caught up to the tail of the field. Nate Brzezowski's catching up to the back of the field now, so I believe everybody is where they need to be. There might have been... See if anybody used a fast repair. It looks like 2 people used fast repair, Kevin Gunther and Robert Lewin. Everybody else still has their 2 full fast repairs. Steve McDonald's going to lead them down to the green flag here. He's got Justin Bissonette to his outside. Got Adam Ball and Justin Diaz on the 2nd row. And green is out. Steve with the big jump here. Leader does control restart, so leader's going to usually get a pretty good jump here. What Steve's going to hope for here is he's probably going to hope that it's not going to happen, but he was probably going to hope that the guys behind him would get side by side and he'd be able to pull away here as Justin's dipping, diving, looking to the inside. He might just be trying to get into Steve's head a little bit here. Stu is inside. I don't know if he's going to be able to easily complete that pass. Now Steve's going to have the momentum here, and here's what's going to happen is Justin is going to get absolutely freight trained. Let's follow him, see where he's finally able to get back into the field here. Ryan Patty throwing it in there, back there. The two Justins side by side here. Looks like Ryan's going to get up the Bissonet's rear bumper. These guys are spread out all over the field. Yeah, Justin's just going to be trapped here on the bottom. He's going to lose position after position. He's in a really... Okay, he's able to get up into the high line. That was a good move. High line is where you need to be to have that draft. But he fell back. Looks like maybe 8 positions or so. They're 3 wide. Travis to the outside. I believe that was Sam Maxwell to the inside. Back up front here. Steve McDonald still leading. Looks like Justin Diaz has moved up to a P2 position. Adam Ball still in third. Max McCarty making the move low. I think he's going to be able to complete it. Yeah, he's able to complete it, moving up to the 3rd position. Field is all there on the main stretch. Back there at the back of this field, looks like 25 cars took the green flag is where we ended up. Like I said, 43 people registered, but a lot of times not everyone enters the race. But we got a few. See if we can get back here and see some racing action. Jump back here to Travis Lepanis. I'm in the 6th position. Looking to make a move on Adam Ball. Doesn't really have the draft help down there, so it's going to be difficult for him to complete that pass. He's going to have to complete it here in the turn 1. Travis is hugging that first seam. Really getting a good drive. He's probably going to be able to clear him up off the turn here. Yep. Oh, we got an incident. I believe that was Robert Merlino and maybe Matt Cook back there. I think a couple other people unfortunately got collected in that. It's going to bring out the yellow here. Lap 17. That incident was on the front stretch. Was it not? I don't want to fast forward now. I'm missing. I was exiting 2. Looks like Merlino might have moved up the track a little bit, and I think Mac may have moved down a little bit, and they just kind of doored each other, which resulted in losing control. I think, unfortunately, Rob Cunningham, I saw him go flying to the inside there. That looks like a broken toe link if I've ever seen one. Yeah, just people moving down the track, and yeah, it's a major league hit to the inside wall. A few other 4Xs in that wreck. Michael Martin, Ethan Brzezowski, Robert Merlino, John Gallagher, Kevin Gunther, Franklin Monak, Rob Cunningham, who you see pictured. Travis is who I was on when the caution came out. Luke Brown and Matt Cook, I believe, were all involved in some way, shape, or form. Some of those could have been Phantom, Phantom 4Xs. Oh, sorry, had a brain fart there. I'm looking at the field, and there's a fair amount of people that have come down pit road. So Steve McDonald, Jason Raychok, Ryan Patty, Max McCarty, Travis Lapanis are all people that were running up front there that have decided to move down or come down and get some fresh tires. I think Steve, Ryan Patty, I think, led the race off of pit road here, so he might have taken 2 tires. I believe he was behind those guys entering pit road, so that would kind of indicate to me that he may have taken 2 tires there. So these guys are going to have quite a bit fresher tires to start this run compared to the other guys. So they're probably going to be able to move through the field. It'll be interesting to see how well they're able to move through the field. Like Ryan's letting some people go, so he may have been speeding. Maybe not. I take it back. Anyways, back out front. We got 2 Justins. 2 Justins. Adam in 3rd, Sam Maxwell in 4th, Stephen Tuck 5th, James Danforth 6th, Mike Kirk 7th. But he might have somebody coming down pit road. Maybe not. My lineup here is getting all jumbled up. So we're going to be 10 laps away from our stage break here. So those guys with the fresher tires are definitely going to be able to make some progress. They'll be able to probably make some passes low that others are not able to make. I think the highest running of them is probably Ryan Patty. I think Ryan Patty's 14th, Steve's 15th. So those are going to be your first guys on fresher tires. Green flag's about to be out. Diaz takes the green flag. Probably going to get a pretty good jump here. It looks like Bissonette did not get a good restart there. He's hemorrhaging positions. Looks like he's going to fall back to about 6th or so. Just off that initial jump. They're cutting up there back in the field. I'm not sure who that was moving to the inside there. I'm trying to think who's light blue. Anyways, I'm looking through the roster and I'm like, who is it? And I can't. It might be Jason Raychok. Yeah, there you go. I think it was Jason Raychok. That's who it was. He's running here in the 10th position. It's like Robert up in the wall a little bit there. There's a few people that got some 4Xs there, but it looks like everybody's heading in the right direction. So it might have just been some phantom 4X in. Sean Ravino is one of them, but everybody's going in the right direction. So we're going to jump back up to the lead here. Don't miss too much. Ryan Patty with the fastest lap, so he's making good use of those tires. He is all the way up to the 4th position. He is to the outside. Power move. Moving up to 2nd. I see Steve back there. He's about to move to the bottom of everybody. I think these guys are 4 wide. Those guys are 4 wide entering turn turn 3. And they kept it all going. So obviously these 4 tires are going to pay dividends for these guys. Diaz is just going to be a sitting duck. Now the caveat is he's going to be in a better position tire strategy wise, because those guys are going to be down. A little bit of an echo from the mic. All right. I hate this mic. I may end up just returning it. I think I would do better with my headset mic, truthfully, without not having any echo issues or whatever, but that's fine. I have until the end of January. Thanks, Amazon, for your holiday return. Ryan Patty just powered out to the lead there. Steve's going to move up to second here. Trying to see who else on fresh tires here. Sam Maxwell moving underneath Justin Bissonette here. Thanks, Sam, maybe on fresh tires also. I'm not 100% sure. I believe this is Charles Gettings in the 16 car. I could be wrong. No, I don't think that's who it is. I think that might be Luke Brown. Yeah, it's Luke Brown. There you go. I think there might be 2 people in that car in this race. I think it's throwing me off a little bit. Ryan Patty's moved out to a 1.3 second lead, so there's not much of a competition there for the immediate lead. Let's go ahead and jump through the field here. See where everybody's shaking out. Also continuing to lose some positions here. This is really just mostly tire strategy. Yeah, that's the feedback from all these other races, is that it's just random when it echoes. And I'm not a audio snob, or like I don't know much about it, so I've gone through some settings. I've tried to figure it out, but I just can't figure it out. So I probably will just use my headset mic. I didn't really have any major issues with it in the past, so. Matt getting a little sideways. He's stuck here on the bottom groove as Travis is moving to his outside. We're about 3 laps away from the stage break. Ryan Patty's moved out to a 2.2 second lead, so pretty comfortable lead there. This is where the majority of the racing is, back here in the pack. I think there's a little bit more up here. I think this is Kevin Gunther and the Obey Gose scheme. Yeah, horizontal ticker. Get some better viewing. Two to go for stage break, so as I was hoping for, these guys look like they're gonna make it to the go on the board here a little bit. Guys are racing pretty close. Looks like Luke was able to move up past Steve for second. Gonna be 1 to go for a stage break here. You can see the significant draft. I think Steve was lifting a little bit there. No, I think it actually threw the stage break. I think it was supposed to do the end of lap 30, but it did it at the end of 29. And I can only assume that it's something in the way that I set it up. But whatever. I'm not going to take the blame for it. I'll blame Robert, even though he had nothing to do with it. So there's going to be your stage break. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of pit strategy we have here now. So we got about 9 or 10 laps on these tires that the guys out here in the lead took to catch up to the pace car here exiting 2. Yeah, I mean, I could throw this mic out the window. Maybe I'd be better off doing that. Like going through all that. Let's see what our track temp has actually gone up. So we're triple digits now. We started at 98 when they were qualifying. We're up to 101. The track's getting a little bit slicker and hotter. I know for sure everybody that stayed out on that last caution is going to come in and get tires. And it looks like all these leaders, Ryan's going to. It looks like Luke and Steve are going to stay out on their older tires. That was a pretty quick stop. He may have only taken a couple tires. I don't know that for sure, though. I don't know what he did on the last stop. The way he moved through the field and opened up that big lead, I would think that he took 4, but he very well could have taken 2. And just had the clean air and whatnot. It looks like he's going to end up cycling around. Yeah, he had a 7.1 second stop, so he definitely only took 2 tires there. Luke, Steve, Brennan, Travis, and Mac took 4 on their last. I want to say Kevin Gunther, John Gallagher, Max McCarty probably also took 2 on this stop. Just looking at sub 10-second pit stops, and then Sam Maxwell's probably going to be your first one on 4 fresh tires, along with Justin Diaz and Justin Raychok. Good to see Sean Pauley out here. Been busy being a father and whatnot. Stuff that a lot of people are going through in our late 20s and early to mid 30s, so that obviously takes up a bunch of time, but good to see him able to get out here and race a little bit. We mostly just all try and get together on Sunday nights and just enjoy racing. It does get pretty competitive, but at the heart of everything, we just kind of enjoy racing. Looks like Rob Cunningham's getting the wave around with a lucky dog here. Maybe he's just exiting pit road. I think he's just exiting pit road. Just saw him on my track map. Luke's going to lead him down to the green flag here. Let's go ahead and see fast repair situation. So Matt Cook has used 1. Looks like Kevin Gunther's unfortunately had to use both of his. John Gallagher's used 1. Robert has used 1. Merlino 1 and Rob Cunningham 1. So everybody else has not used any. But that old bay car back there has got to take it easy and avoid some stuff here. He doesn't have any bullets left in the chamber. I'll be keeping an eye on not just Ryan Patty here, but also the other guys that stopped for tires. Luke's going to fire off pretty strong here. He's probably going to jump out to probably a 4 or 5/10 lead. Start zones are on, so they have to maintain until they're in the restart zone. You see a couple dash marks on the wall indicating the restart zone. They are 2, almost 3 wide here, exiting 2. Sure, back further in the field here, you're going to see some 3 wide action as people are on fresher tires trying to make moves on people on the older tires. Now, this race could go green to the end. Just where we sit on strategy is Steve making a power move to the bottom, moving out to the lead, passing Luke. We got Ryan Patty there on the bottom, so he's definitely in a good place. Gonna pretty easily be able to then get out to the lead here. Move up to the high side here. Yeah, Steve's just not going to be able to hold him back. So now it's going to come down to just pit strategy, when, if any, cautions come out, and who takes tires when. Ryan's a little bit handcuffed here because he only has... He might actually have 2 sets, full sets remaining. So I may be wrong. For some reason in my mind, I was thinking that someone may only have 1 set, but you hypothetically could have 2 sets remaining. Or he may have taken 4 on the one before, and he may have just taken insides or something on that last time. But anyways, he's moving to the inside of Steve. Trying to move up to the 2nd position. Not going to quite clear him. They're going to be 3 wide. Almost 4 wide. That's Jason Raychok to the far inside, getting pushed by Justin Bissonette. So Raychok moving up into the 2nd position. See if he can close in on John Gallagher. I don't know how I missed it. I apologize, John, but I missed you taking the lead. Terrible. Terrible broadcaster, John. Anyways, let's see what we got going back through the field here. It looks like Justin Diaz looking to the low side, looking to use those 4 fresh tires that he has. From Ryan and Steve, 3 wide. Justin smartly backing out of it. You don't want to enter the turn too shallow there because you're just never going to be able to carry any sort of speed through it. Let me just move up in the line here. This guy's back behind him, or it's some good close racing. Adam Ball looking to the inside. They're going to be 3 wide, exiting 4. Oh, a little bit of contact. It's all right. They're able to keep it going. It could have been big, but fortunately it wasn't. Go ahead and bring up the ticker again. Sorry. Need somebody here to remind me to keep the ticker up. I should probably just never take it down, truthfully, but you know, whatever. We're moving closer, and in my mind, I was thinking this was a 100-lap race. I thought that's what it was when I scheduled it, but very clearly it says 90 laps, so I was wrong. It's 10 less laps than I originally thought. But we're getting pretty close to halfway. Completion of lap 45. For those that struggle with math, we'll be halfway. Got Mike Kirks on the move here. He's moved up to the 4th position. Jason Raychok's moved out to the lead. I know I missed this pass for the lead. See if I can go back and not screw this up and see where the pass for the lead was. Justin moved to his inside. Jason just gets a really good, he gets a really good run off of turn 4 there, and he's just able to complete this pass. Going into turn one. They're racing hard here. It looks like Jason was getting a little squirrely on exit there. Justin's going to try and look to his outside here for sure. Kind of getting the vibes that this could end up being a longer green run. Separated themselves along with John Gallagher back here. John Gallagher running third, about 4/10 behind Justin second, and about another 1.4 seconds back to Mike Kirk here running in fourth. Justin Diaz fifth, Sam Maxwell sixth, Adam Ball, Ryan Patty in eighth. Steve, who I know is on 4 fresh tires. Lurking back here in 10th. Stephen Tuck and James. Dan also racing back here behind Steve. Stephen Tuck in that chrome number 10 car, James in the white and I would call it emerald green. IROC looking car. Got Robert Merlino with the Canadian maple leaf on the hood. Sean Pauly's in the Wawa car. Travis Hanus is in that black and green car back there. Flintstone's car is Robert Blouin. Nate Brzezowski. This car reminds me of that old, I'm trying to think of the sponsor, Rick Nass #1 car in like the mid-90s. It's kind of what that car really reminds me of. There's some good racing going on back here in the field, so I think I'm going to keep it on here. Oftentimes, some of your best battles are further. Oh, these guys are going to be 3 wide. And Patty moving to the inside. Steve stuck in the middle. They're still 3 wide. Ryan's going to be able to keep it to the inside. He is getting loose, though. That was a good save by Ryan. It's not typically somewhere you would expect somebody to get loose. Side drafting going on back there. Sean Pauly side by side with Steve McDonald entering turn 1 here. Ryan Patty and Robert Blouin side by side, directly behind him. As a broadcaster, I would like to know where these guys are at on tires. I suspect that what I already knew is Ryan Patty took 2 tires. I just don't know if he probably took his right sides on the stop before when he drove through the field, and he probably just took the left sides to complement it there. And that's probably where we're at on tire strategy. Is I think James Danforth just got stuck in the wall a little bit there. If I can go back in, figure out what happened. I just got a little bit too high exiting. Yeah, just got it up in the wall a little bit. Kills his momentum. Probably no damage worth noting. I very clearly missed something happening here. Because last I checked, Jason Raychok was out in the lead, and now he's running 5th. Justin Bissonet's taking the lead. Justin Diaz is in 2nd. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to figure out what the heck happened. All right, well, it happened here. That was really weird. I think he had... I think he's got some hardware or something really weird happened there. That's really interesting to see. Not usually somebody that makes many mistakes. That definitely looks like something hardware happened there. And then all while I'm watching that, I missed another pass for the lead. So we're going to go back and watch that. Yeah, I was just able to get to the inside of Bissonnet. Completes pass accident for here. So pretty uneventful. These guys have settled into a good run here. Diaz in the wall a little bit, exit in 4. Don't want to do that too many times. Sam Maxwell really on the move here. Just in the all black 44 car. I don't know if I see a single sponsor on that thing, but thanks for running with us, Sam. Hope you're having a good time. If you even go back and watch this, see if you're able to make a pass for the lead here. I think you're going to be able to. I feel pretty confident. We've been going back green for probably... Oh, there's a caution flag out. So it's between Franklin Monak and Nathan Brzezowski. Let's see what happens here. I just barely make contact if I were to guess. It was just a 2x. Okay, so yeah, he just moves up the... I mean, Nate's moving down a little bit, maybe more than he should. He should probably just be against the wall. And I don't think anyone got any damage from that, so that's good. Just pretty harmless. But this is gonna probably bring everybody down for a fresh set of tires. This could be the final set for some people. Hopefully not, because 40 laps is going to be a long ways to go. It looks like Jason Raychuk's having some more connection issues back there. Hopefully he's able to get that straightened out. So I don't know if he has damage or I don't know what. Diaz gets it into a stall. Perfect. Oh, Sam Maxwell overshot a stall. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Looks like Sean Pauley decided to stay out. Rob Cunningham's going to be taking a lucky dog. I think Sam was able to... Yeah, Sam was still able to come out ahead of Justin Diaz. So even though he overshot his stall, he didn't overshoot it and really hurt himself. But I'm looking at the pit stop time. And guess who only took 2 tires? Sam Maxwell. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say Brock Hersey took 2 tires. Everybody else took 4. Few people had some longer stops, probably fixing some damage. Jason Raychuk, Justin Bissonnet, Nate Brzezowski are the ones that I saw. A little bit longer of a pit stop, so probably just fixing some repairs. So Sean Pauley staying out on old tires. I think, yeah, he's... I know Sean, he wants nothing to do with being the leader there. He might be entering a closed pit for him because I think he had needed to pit the lap before, so it may not have been an open pit road for him, but I knew he would wise up. He wants no business being out there in the lead. We're going to be getting a restart here with about 30, 36, 37 laps to go. Some people I haven't seen up here yet. Michael Martin running in fourth position in the Minions car. Don't think I've seen him up towards the front yet. But good to see him out there. He took 4 tires, so he must have just had a really good pit stop. Sam's going to lead him down to the green flag here. They are green. Sam's going to get out to a pretty good jump here. Diaz just going to file in behind them, and Adams going to file in behind him. So pretty uneventful up there. We're going to get the really big run that the car in second is usually going to get with the draft here. Early in these runs is definitely when you're going to be picking up some positions. I see him 4 wide back there, and I'm trying to click to somebody, but there we go. I got to somebody. Whew. Yeah, they're snaking all over the place. Oh, I see someone wrecked. Oh, Ryan Pappy's wrecked. Let's see what happened here. Man, and when it rewinds way too far for these. That was a bit of netcode. The initial hit was netcode, and then it just kind of carried him up the wall, and yeah, it's just unfortunate. That was pretty much netcode that created that. That's what got Ryan's car unsteady there. John Gallagher there did nothing wrong. Slow up here and wait on the pace car. Imagine the only people that are going to be stopping here probably going to be people coming in for some fixes. Ryan's probably got the most to fix here. John Gallagher probably has a little bit, but not too bad. And it doesn't look like Ryan had all that much either if he's already rolling. Yeah, it looks like everybody's rolling, so we're in good shape. Let's do a fast repair check. So everybody in the top 9 have all of theirs. Albert Merlino's had to use 1. Kevin's still sitting on 2 of 2. Matt Cook, Nate Brzezowski have both used 1. Robert Plowman's still sitting at 1. Rob Cunningham sitting at 1. John Gallagher, unfortunately, has had to use both of his now. Ryan Patty, I believe, just used 1 there. Man, was that really zoomed in. That's one to go right there. Get a little bit more out of this run. We've had some good longer runs here. Sometimes you get everybody kind of stacked on top of each other, and cautions breed cautions, as they say. Robert Blauen pulling back up to the end of the field. I think it's Bluen now that I think about it. We've gone through this multiple times, and it's always the opposite of what I think it is, and then the French pronunciation is even more difficult, and I'll never get that right. Bluen. Going with Bluen. All right. Diaz leading Michael Martin on the outside line here. We got Adam Ball and Mike Kirk on the second row. Sam Maxwell, Steve McDonald on the third row. Max McCarthy and Stephen Tuck on the fourth row. As expected, I'm going to expect Diaz to pull out to multiple 10th lead here, enter in turn one, and then the field will draw back up to his rear end. Green is out. Going to take this restart. Looks like 33 laps to go, if my math is right. Adam looking to the inside of Michael. Michael's going to get a huge run. Going to try and draw up to Diaz's rear bumper. See, mostly just too wide further back in the field there. Don't see anything super crazy back there, so let's kind of keep it up on the lead cars here. Showing me that a few people have gotten 2 X's. But, okay, there is a caution out. Alright. I'm gonna have to figure out what happened here. Ooh. So, yeah, Nate Wazowski and Matt Cook got into one another there. Sent Mac up the track, and it destroys his right front. And then they, there's multiple people used up there. I hope there's not. I don't want to see any retaliation or anything in there. Looks like they were just getting all stacked up. People let each other go. I saw multiple toe links were broke there. Another case of cautions. Reading cautions. Well, we got a little bit of time. Kind of go back over what our plans are here for the next month or so. That way, kind of covered it in the pre-race, but that everybody may have been listening then. So next week it's not gonna be anything broadcast, but we have a mock 90-minute Daytona 24-hour race that we're gonna be participating in. We probably have, I don't know, 15 of our members are gonna be participating in either LMDH, the new BMW, or I believe we also have a few members competing in the GT Daytona Porsche. Don't think we're going to have anybody in LMP2 this year, but we're going to actually have 2 LMDH teams. So anyways, we're going to have our mock race, just kind of a final preparation race for the Daytona 24 hours on iRacing that will be between Saturday, January 21st and the 22nd. The evening of the 22nd, we are kind of up in the air whether we're going to do a recruiting race or not. That'll be determined further down the line. If we do, it'll be at Darlington. If we don't, it's because everybody's tired from doing the Daytona 24 hours and needs a break. Anyways, the week after that, January 29th, we are going to do our version of the Busch Clash. We're going to race at the LA Coliseum, but it's not going to be in the next gen cars. It's going to be in the old Legend cars. And I'm not talking about the 1987 Legends cars. I'm talking about the little short track, the motorcycle engine in them Legend cars. That should be good fun. That's just going to be a non-points race, kind of a kickoff for our season. And then the week after that, we're going to have our opening race for the 15-race season at Daytona. Then we're going to take 2 weeks off. I believe on the 12th is the Super Bowl. The 19th is the Daytona 500, which who knows when it will end. As many of us know, that all kinds of stuff can happen with that. And then I'm doing this all off my memory here. I think the 26th is another February date on Sunday, and that will be our second race at Fontana, and then we'll just be on the normal NASCAR schedule at that point. With the next off week would be Easter Sunday, whenever that falls, either March or April. So yeah, a lot of fun-packed stuff coming up here in the next couple weeks. A lot of people looking forward to the Daytona 24-hour. And we are about to go green here again. I think 29 laps to go. Justin Diaz going to lead Michael Martin, Adam Ball, and Mike Kirk down to the green flag here. Green is in the air. Diaz is going to pull out to a little bit of a lead here because it is almost impossible as the second car to get a jump. It really is. Now Diaz, like normal, is going to hope that these guys get side by side. It's not going to happen. But he definitely... Ooh! Oh, Michael Martin. Get yourself a change of pants, sir. That was almost huge. His hands had to have been back and forth on the steering wheel, trying to save that thing. That is a hard thing to catch in this car. So kudos to you, Michael, for not bunching up the field there. Stayed in it. Stayed up in second place. Further back in the field here, we got Travis down on the bottom line, moving under Steve McDonald. Kirk peeking. Look to the outside here. I think Max is unfortunately going to get trapped here on the low line. Positions here. Ryan Patty, fastest lap. Almost a 40 flat. So he's got places to be back there. I see him there in the back behind the black and green car there would be Ryan. So he's moved his way up to the 8th position. We got a battle for the lead. Diaz to the inside. Michael Martin trying to make it stick on the outside. It's going to be a matter of who gets a push here. It's not normally what happens. Normally you pass for the lead to try and get to the inside, but ooh, he's going to stay in it. Michael's going to take over the lead. It's a matter of laps after he almost ate it. Some good driving here. Adam Ball's peeking to the outside of Diaz, but he's not going to quite get there. Mike Kirk back there in 4th. Jason Raychok in 5th. Max in 6th. Travis is now stuck on the bottom, so he's going to lose a position to Ryan Patty here. Ryan's going to move himself up into the 7th position. Got Luke Brown in that 16 car looking to the outside. Steve McDonald. Nate Brzezowski. Looks like Kevin Gunther back there. Jason Raychok looking to the inside of Mike Kirk here. See if he's able to make this stick. I think he's gonna clear him. He's gonna move up to the 4th position, move Mike back to the 5th spot. Ryan Patty sticking to the high line as he should, moving up to the 6th, passing Max McCarty. The pay window. They just got word that it is closing here soon, so people are definitely moving up, making moves. Diaz looking to the inside here. He's going to make a pass for the lead, enter in turn 3. Where he's going to be able to clear Michael Martin. And Adam's going to look to the inside of Michael also. Diaz is going to move to the bottom, which is going to give draft help to that inside line. Adam Ball is going to be able to move up into 2nd here. He should be able to clear. Entering 1 and 2. Ryan Patty right on the bumper. He's a great shot. Adam Ball is going to get stuck on the bottom here. Going to lose a handful of positions. The bottom is somewhere you don't want to get stuck. Ryan looking in the middle here. These guys are going to be 4 wide. Oh, they're going to wreck. No, they're going to save it. Oh, man. Justin Diaz is just rolling out front now. Loving seeing this in his rearview mirror. These guys are elbows out, 4 wide. Banging doors. Adam Ball losing some positions there. I might try and at least I might curve a little bit high there. Getting a lot of separation out top 3 cars. See if Jason and Ryan are able to close in on Justin. But try and keep an eye on that. And if there is a battle for the lead, I'll jump to that. But this action back here in the pack is too good to move away from at this point. Looks like Ryan's moved within about half a second of the lead. Like Sam Maxwell looking to the inside of Steve McDonald. He's going to clear him on entry. All these guys are going to be 3 wide, exiting 2. Back out of it. Now Steve's going to get a huge run to the inside. Alright. Gotta go back to the lead. Ryan Patty's closing in. Cue the Jaws music. Now I'm the one that painted both of these cars. And I did Ryan's first, which is, I believe, supposed to be similar to like the DeWalt yellow. And then I did Justin's without thinking about it. And I made his like UCF Knights gold or yellow. And I made almost the same darn car. Anyways. I guess I made the numbers different colors. That's good at least. At least I think I did. It's definitely broken away these 3 out front. They've got about a little bit over a second lead over Max McCarty back in 4th. Well, the gap between 3rd and 4th, I should say. Sometimes they say getting there is one thing, passing them is a completely different story. I'm not sure where the move's going to come from. He's probably going to have to get to his inside and just hope it sticks. I don't know if he's going to be able to get to his outside, and then if he's not able to make it stick, Jason's hoping to just be there and capitalize on it there at the end. Ooh, I think we got an incident. See some 4Xs popping up. Yeah, there's some people off the pace. Yellow has not come out, and I don't know if it's gonna come out. It's not gonna come out. I will go back to that, but right now we got Ryan's making a stick. He makes a stick. And Justin's gonna come right back on him. Probably gonna get a little bit of side draft. Oh no! That side draft gone wrong. Oh, that's tragic. That stinks. And Justin's the nicest guy ever. He's gonna feel terrible about that. I don't know if the yellow is gonna come out. Oh man. Yeah, that's rough. And he spun to the inside, so it unfortunately didn't throw a yellow for it. That was definitely an attempt at side draft, and it just went wrong. That's the problem with this car. That's kind of what you have to do at a track like this to be successful, but there's a lot that can go wrong in that transaction, I'll call it. Anyways, moving on. That allowed the group back behind them to close up a little bit. Jason's still lingering back there in second. Max has been able to close up the gap to about half a second. Alright. Well, I know what happened with that incident. Let me go back and see what happened with some of these other ones, if it'll let me. Mike Kirk had a 2X. It's probably just getting up into the wall and spinning. A netcode. So that was another netcode one, unfortunately. Mike backed out of, yeah. I mean, they never actually made contact, but and there was a group of them that got a 4X and fell off the back of the field, but it's involves the 52 here. This 98 car. Oh, it all okay, so it all happens at the same time, and it gave everybody a 4X there. Is what happened. It's funny, the person that got spun out only got a 2X, and then the 3 that actually never made contact with somebody all got 4Xs. We're on 11 to go here. Field has started to get strung out. I see Kevin Gunther back there in 5th. He's been sitting on no fast repairs for a while now, and he is up there and in the running. 10 to go now. Let's see if anybody's able to make a move. I mean, we've been back green here for a handful of laps. So tires are starting to fall off. If people have used them up too much, they're going to be falling back here. Could be the case with Jason Raychok. Max McCarty looking to his inside. Oh, Diaz in the wall a little bit. But Max is able to move up. Max is going to get to his outside. I think Max is going to take over the lead of this race. Because Diaz is going to have a hard time making it stick on the bottom. That's incorrected. He makes it stick. Caution's out. Completely missed that. It's like a 2-car incident, I believe. It's just 2 cars trying to be in the same spot at the same time. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Mac may have turned in a little bit on him, and that's kind of what led to that. Catch up to the pace car here. We're going to have a really short run to the end here, so you're going to probably see some mixed strategies. Pretty much everyone's, I would guess, coming in to get some amount of tires here. It's just going to be a matter of how many. There's definitely going to be some people that gamble and only take 2 tires, though. Just going to be a matter of who does it. Who is bold enough to make that move. There's probably only going to be 5 or 6 laps left when they get the green flag. But as was proven on that before the stage break there, it doesn't take many laps to move up. Let's see if Diaz takes 4 or 2. He's going to take 4. Max is taking 4. Travis must have taken 2. I think Travis is your big gambler. Robert Merlino stayed out. Travis definitely only took 2. Yeah, 9.3 second stop. So he only took 2. Diaz, Raychok, McCarty, Maxwell, Gunther, McDonald all took 4. Bluin, Cunningham, possibly Brown may have only taken 2. And then kind of just mixed throughout the rest of the field. That's good. That gives everybody a chance to get back on the lead lap or get caught up at least. That's going to be 1 to go. I think they're giving Monak there a wave around, try and get him back on the lead lap, let him in on the fun here at the end. It's only going to be 5 laps to go. We get the green flag here. mixed tire strategy, some on no tires, some on 2 tires, some on 4. I want to have the tires in this situation, personally. But there could also be a caution here immediately and, melt away some of the other laps and might get lucky and steal one. Robert here in the lead's gonna get out too. He'll lead going into turn 1. I am gonna go out on a limb and say that he will not be leading by the time we enter turn 3, unless there's a caution. All right, here we go. Love to see this go green to the end. Robert fires off. Got out to a good lead. I see people are moving to the high side. Like I said, he's going to lead into turn 1. Diaz pretty easily moved up. Yeah, Diaz just going to eat him up here. It's going to be Diaz out to the lead. Oh, man. All right, there's a big old wreck. There's a couple different wrecks there, actually. That was further back in the field, and then, ooh. Interesting, that wreck that was up front, it didn't even register any incidents from that. This is going to put us in the realm of, I think, a green-white checker. We do have one of those. Looks like your top 23 here are on the lead lap. We got 2 people retired, Ryan Patty and Bill Hales. Matt Cook, I believe, just been sitting in the pits, either trying to fix stuff or he's not sure. Everybody else is on the lead lap. Diaz is definitely in the catbird seat here. Early, on no tires. And then he does have Ray Chalk right behind him who has fresh tires. That's more than likely, that's who the battle's going to be between those two. Just a matter of having the fresh tires. But you could see all kinds of crazy moves. We will see what happens. 2 to go here. I think it's going to do One to go. So yeah, that's going to be your green-white checker here. I think that triggers it. So the race will be, this is going to be the final restart. We're only doing one green-white checker, so they're either going to wreck or they are going to run the final 2 laps. Good thing is I don't think Merlino or Lapenas, either of them got any kind of substantial damage there, so that will not be an impact for the finish of this race. I am expecting some pretty aggressive moves here. Hopefully none of them result in a caution. Well, not a caution, because there won't be. Well, there would be one that would end the race. But hopefully they're just able to finish this out. Green flag. No one wrecked. Ultimately, no one upset. At least from the final restart. Here we go. Diaz is going to jump out to a good lead here. I'm going to be interested to see how close Raychok's able to stay on his rear bumper here. Now again, if there is a wreck, it's going to end this race if it's on this lap. So hopefully they're at least able to make it through this lap. Merlino dropping like a fly on those old tires. Somebody losing it on exit. Someone's knocking the wall down back there. There's some big moves. McCarty, he's throwing it in there. There, go 3 wide for the lead. White flags in the air. All right. Raychok was able to complete the pass on the high side there. I think Raychok's going to steal this. And it's not really stealing it. He just used the draft to his advantage. Max getting really loose on exit there. He's going to lose a ton of spots there. Diaz looking to the inside. I don't think he's not going to be able to get there. This looks like it's going to be Raychok taking the win here. Diaz is going to come home in second. A big old wreck. Exit in 4 there. Raychok with the fastest lap of the race on the final lap. Let's see what happened with this incident. Exit in 4. Alright, so Max and Steve kind of got together a little bit. They're just 3 wide. And then everybody just came together. There we go. So say I should be able to have a. Alright, well, while he is celebrating, let's go ahead and check out those final results. Jason bringing it home. Justin P2. Travis P3. Robert rebounded. Looks like he had a photo finish with Max for 4th. Justin Bissonette 6th, James Danforth 7th, Kevin Gunther milking the car on those, having no fast repairs there at the end. Brennan Gregg able to bring it home 9th. Sean Pauley, top 10 in first race in a long time. Nate Brzezowski 11th. Michael Martin, 12th. Adam Ball, 13th. Steve McDonald, after that last lap incident, brought home 14th. Brock Hersey, 15th. Stephen Tuck, 16th. Rob Cunningham, 17th. Mike Kirk, 18th. Robert Merlino, after not having tires on that last restart, fell all the way to 19th. Shows you how much of a difference it makes. John Gallagher, Sam Maxwell, 20th and 21st. Luke Brown, 22nd. Then laps down, Franklin Monak, Matt Cook, Ryan Patty, and Bill Hayes retired. And that is it for everybody that completed the race, or started the race, I should say. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Chris, you tuned in when it's over. You may have chatted a while ago, but I just now I'm seeing it. Pretty good race. We may have another one of these recruiting races, may or may not be broadcast. Otherwise, we'll be kicking off our season here soon. We're going to have some of the races broadcast, but not all of them. If you have any feedback on the broadcast, let me know. Definitely always looking for it, trying to find ways to improve it. Outside of that, checking out. Thanks, guys.